Hello? Oh my.
Nadie te puede salvar.
October 2023, Fort Madison, Iowa. Young Emma woke up at 5 a.m., struck by the usual sense of unease that had plagued her for days. Ever since she had found a strange coin on the ground a week earlier, something in her life had changed. Every step she took, every shadow she passed, seemed to follow her, like an invisible presence oppressing her. That night, driven by an irrepressible impulse, she approached the window to look outside. The rain was pouring down incessantly, but what she saw terrified her. A female figure wrapped in a long skirt and old, worn-out clothes was watching her with a fixed, disturbing gaze. Wet black hair covered her face, but Emma sensed an air of curse, as if the woman was there for a specific reason. Her heart beat wildly as she remembered hearing local tales about a woman who had disappeared many years ago, whose soul still wandered those streets in search of what she had lost. Was the woman looking for that coin? For what reason? Let's watch the video Emma recorded with her mobile phone. In November 2023, in the Vallehermoso cemetery in Spain, the caretaker and caretaker were finishing their workday by cleaning the paving between the graves. But as they went about their chores, they noticed something strange. Water was accumulating in one specific spot, right in front of a particular grave, without any logical explanation. The floor was not sloping, yet the water kept flowing towards that place. Intrigued, they approached and noticed that the water began to ripple uneasily, as if something was trying to emerge. The grave belonged to Elena Ruiz, a young woman who had been murdered a few months earlier by her boyfriend. The woman had been suffocated in the bathtub, so probably that water was reminding her of the tragic event that had caused her death, and her spirit could not accept to suffer a second time. Let's watch together.
Estoy filmándolo, dale. Ahí va. Se lo tengo en la vuelta y todo. Ahí va, ahí, es increíble. Ahí. Ya. Si estamos los cuatro, cinco, mira.
The next clip is from July 2020 and was filmed in Tuscumbia, Alabama, a town famous for its skinwalker sightings. An ordinary night turned into something extraordinary. Cameras outside a house, installed to monitor the courtyard, captured an event that left the inhabitants speechless. A humanoid being with long linear features was moving on all fours, sneaking around in the dark. The video shows the being, with its gray skin and disproportionate limbs, approaching a tree, scanning the area with large, glittering eyes. Every movement was agile and eerie, as if the creature was perfectly at home in its environment, but completely alien to the human world. The residents, already accustomed to tales of close encounters, could not believe what they were seeing. Will you believe what I am about to show you? Let's stay in the area and also stay on topic, because the next clip was shot a short distance from the previous one. We are in Florence, also in Alabama, but a few months later. Again, A disturbing sighting caught the attention of residents. The exterior cameras of a house recorded an extraordinary event. A being with disturbing features, similar to the skinwalker in the previous clip, standing on two legs in front of the front door of a house as if to look inside. What was the skinwalker looking for? Is this sighting related to the previous one? What is happening in that area? We are trying to get answers from the local governments, but they seem to be doing everything they can to cover up these events. The next short clip was sent to us by one of our subscribers who, for privacy reasons, wishes to remain anonymous. The video was recorded with her mobile phone one night in November 2022. She had been feeling an eerie presence all day, as if someone was following her. That night, at around 3 a.m., there was a knock at her door. In a panic, the woman approaches the window with her heart beating wildly. When she looked out, what she saw made her blood run cold. A man with an expressionless, featureless face was waiting for her on the landing. The figure was motionless, as if waiting for her to take the first step. The air was charged with tension, and her breathing became increasingly labored. The man stood there in silence, watching, while she wondered if it was real or a figment of her imagination. We asked our subscriber a few questions about what happened next, but she preferred not to make it public. Comment on the video and we will privately reveal what she told us. In the video, I am about to show you we are in Barlow, Oregon, April 2021. Daniel was living an endless nightmare. He had recently lost his 2-year-old son and his wife in a tragic car accident. Since that day, his life had changed forever. But it wasn't just the pain of loss that tormented him. Every night, Daniel woke up feeling a strange sensation, as if someone was watching him. And when he turned around, he could see it. The figure of his child, with its big, innocent eyes, would appear in the darkness of the room and then always flee. But there was something disturbing about that face. He did not look happy. His expression was a fusion of sadness and reproach, as if he wanted to tell his father that he was guilty of not being with them that fateful day. The house, once a haven of love and joy, was now a place of torment and regret. Every step Daniel took, every corner he turned, the presence of his child seemed to follow him, chastising him for his absence. The next clip was shot from a mobile phone in May 2021 in Manizales. This Colombian city is infamous for the crime stories that lurk in its streets. One day, a man named Carlos was called by his son who, playing in the yard, had made a disturbing discovery. A human skull buried in the garden. The skull, with a huge hole that seemed to highlight the cause of death, immediately aroused Carlos's concern. With a knot in his stomach, he decided to go back inside the house to think about what to do. But what happened next has the impossible. I do not want to reveal what you will see, but I do want to tell you the story behind those bones. 10 years earlier, young Javier had disappeared mysteriously. Rumor has it that he had discovered something dangerous about a local corruption ring. On the night of his disappearance, Javier had been approached by unknown men, and no one had seen him since. Probably now his restless soul is searching for justice and rest.
Hey.
In this video, we are in Almazan, Spain. Spring 2022. Miguel is an electrician and was completing a job in a kindergarten. Daylight was fading, and while the others had left, he remained alone in the building, concentrating on fixing the last details. But, as you can see from the camera recording, Miguel was not really alone. As he moved from room to room, an eerie shadow began to appear behind him. The school under renovation had previously been infamous for an event that had scarred the whole town. A teacher had for years physically abused his students, and after being discovered and found guilty, had taken his own life. Was his soul still wandering those corridors to perpetrate again the horrific acts for which he had been arrested?
Los comercios, grandes, pequeños, supermercados, etcétera, todo lo que pueda ser bestiales y de paso, no se acepta dólares en efectivo. No se acepta ya dólares en efectivo. Y hay mucha gente que sale, grupos de familias también, entre semana o fin de semana, a realizar, la verdad, ¿no? A realizar compras en el hermano país colombiano. Esto viene una tendencia desde muchos años atrás, en donde la gente dice acá es más conveniente, es mucho más conveniente el tema de las compras en Colombia, ¿no? Igualmente por el tema del tipo de cambio del dólar con el peso colombiano. Entonces, ahora este tema no se lo puede
Aquí estamos poniendo lo que es luz para trabajar de noche.
Every night, Oliver experiences a real nightmare. For months, his house has been the scene of disturbing paranormal events. From the light turning on and off by itself, to whispers coming from empty rooms, Oliver had become witness to phenomena that defied logic. Determined to document what he was experiencing, he began to record everything. His nights had become an obsession, but now, after collecting several videos, he begged us to share with you what he captured. I won't anticipate anything, because the ending is really disturbing. But remember that the daughter is in the care of her mother and can only sleep over on certain predetermined days, so Oliver lives alone in the house, theoretically.
Alvin. Fuck. This shit ain't funny anymore, man. Fuck, dude. Alvin. Shit ain't funny, man. Fuck. Alvin. Hey, bro. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Kinect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today. And if you guys already know it has night vision, then I'm going to show the people who don't know. So, right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm going to switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually, you know, pretty cool feature for the Xbox Kinect that I haven't really heard of until now. Maybe they have an app for it or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
In today's latest video, we are on board a merchant ship plying the waters of the Atlantic, heading for the port of Savannah, Georgia. March 2024. Engineer Mark's cabin was located just below the warehouse, and for several nights had been the scene of insistent noises, deaf knocking and rustling, as if something was banging against the ship's pipes. Intrigued and worried, one night he decided to take his mobile phone and record what was happening. With the dim light of his torch, he made his way through the darkness, up the stairs of the warehouse. When he finally reached the room, what he saw will leave you as breathless as it left him. Let's watch the video together and follow me for more scary content.
I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. This is the attic area. Very, very narrow stairs. I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe. Hello? Oh my. There's no one here. There's no one here. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.